Welcome back to News 46. Dozens of kids participated in the Missoula Children's Theater production of Sleeping Beauty, presented by the Pahrump Arts Council.
We have several plays written that we take all over the country. We're up to over 40 or so right now, and they're written, blocked out, all that stuff back in Missoula, and then we come to town and basically teach it to the kids, have them put it up on stage. And the great part about the job is seeing the kids kind of put their own spin on it, do their own stuff on stage. So yeah, the kids are doing Sleeping Beauty. Our spin on it is it's kind of 1950s infused. Sleeping Beauty falls asleep for 500 years, so she falls asleep in 1450 and wakes up in the 1950s. So because of that, the whole show has a bunch of like 50s rockabilly music.
It's been really wonderful being able to get up here. Little difficult trying to get into character, but everybody around here is so amazing. It's a wonderful thing.
Yeah. So how is the pressure? You have auditions on Monday and then all of a sudden you're doing this.
Well, the pressure is on, my friend. I mean, between all the extra stuff that I'm doing at school already and memorizing the lines and just having to memorize all of my stuff before the performance on Saturday, it's pretty intense.
Pretty rewarding at the same time, right?
Oh yeah, it's going to be great.
So the mission of the Missoula Children's Theater is to promote life skills through the participation in theater. And so we bring the kids in, we cast them locally, they perform the show at the end of the week, something they've learned, and they put together a full 1-hour musical production. And then they perform at 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock on Saturday. We move on to the next town, and we have left them with these skills that they'll carry on through the rest of their lives.
And let's join Jennifer Moots with Weekend Sports.
Weekend Sports is brought to you by Wolfenstein Construction. Super Bowl 50 is in eyesight, but only after a very intense game by the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots yesterday evening. Peyton Manning and the Denver Broncos are preparing for the Super Bowl, thanks to Manning's efficient offense and a big play defense that got them a 2-point advantage over Tom Brady and the New England Patriots on Sunday, leaving the final score to 20-18. In other news, the Carolina Panthers completely slammed the Arizona Cardinals into the ground Sunday afternoon during the NFC Championship game with a score of 49-15. The Denver Broncos and the Carolina Panthers will be going head-to-head at Super Bowl 50 on Sunday, February 7th. The big game is going to be held for the first time at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California, after the stadium opened in 2014. You can catch the game on CBS with kickoff starting at 3:30 p.m. The halftime show will be performed by the British rock band Coldplay, with a special guest appearance by the Queen Bee herself, Beyoncé, who headlined the Super Bowl back in 2013. Fabiano Vieira won the Professional Bull Riders Built Ford Tough Series event in Oklahoma with 89.25 points on Red Moon. Mason Lowe lost the event but got his 91-point score on Sweet Pro's Bruiser. It would have been his first event win. Bullfighter Frank Newsome was badly injured in this event after a bull kicked him in the face and stomped on him. We are still waiting for an update on his condition at this time. PBR will be in Anaheim, California this weekend for 3 days. The event will be held at the Honda Center. This has been your Weekend Sports. I'm Jennifer Moots for News 46.
Thanks so much, Jennifer. This past week, the northeastern states experienced weather that hasn't occurred in nearly 20 years. Zach Reiner reports.
To nearly 3 feet of snow in some locations. The Northeast experienced historic snowfall this weekend. Most of it arrived throughout the day on Saturday, shutting down thousands of businesses, schools, and local governments. The roads were in such bad condition, police departments were begging people to stay off the roads, including those with four-wheel drive vehicles. As the snow settled, even finding your driveway was a bit of a task. But the weight of the snow is something that often isn't considered. This supermarket in Gilbertsville, Pennsylvania experienced significant exterior damage from snow sliding off the roof. Calvary Fellowship, a church in Downingtown, Pennsylvania, felt the worst of it when the chapel roof came crashing down. Thankfully, there were no injuries and church services will be continuing as usual in other parts of the building. But for many, it was an opportunity to have fun that they haven't had since the blizzard of '96. Casey Neistat on YouTube out of New York City took snowboarding to a whole new level on the shut-down roads.
New
That is, until NYPD came along. Now, as for today, it's still an icy mess. Many roads are shut down and most schools are closed. I talked to Noah Began here at News 46, and for those of us here in southern Nevada, very little chance of snow unless you're in a higher elevation, and definitely nothing like this. Zach Reiner, News 46.
Thanks so much, Zach. Well, when we return, we're going to have your weather here with Noah Began.